Good morning, my dear students. I am Mom Castillo, your mathematics teacher, and welcome to our lesson for today. Our lesson for today will be found in your Module 1B, Lesson 5, which is Factoring General Trinomial. There are two ways to factor out general trinomials. First, if your trinomial is in the form ax squared plus bx plus c, where a is equal to 1. Another form of trinomial where ax squared plus bx plus c, where a is not equal to 1. So that is another or different way to solve factoring general trinomial. Let's proceed with our examples. So example number 1, x squared minus 5x plus 4. The first thing that you need to do are to find factors which has a sum and a product. We will find factors or numbers where the product is the third term of the trinomial, which is 4, and the sum must be the second term or the numerical coefficient of the second term, which is negative 5. So, factors of 4. Obviously, ang papasok sa isip natin agad is 2 times 2, right? So 2 times 2 is 4. Now, are you going to add 2 and 2? Is it equal to negative 5? No, because obviously 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. Then, we will disregard these factors. How about negative 2 times negative 2? How about if you are going to add negative 2 plus negative 2? Negative 2 plus negative 2 is equal to, is negative 4 the same as negative 5? Obviously, no. So meaning to say, disregard these factors again. Let's use negative 4 and negative 1. So negative 4 times negative 1 is positive 4. Now, if you are going to add the 2, negative 4 plus negative 1 is equal to 4 plus 1 is 5, and copy their common sign, which is negative. So, meaning to say, since the factors that we used can be a product of 4 and can be a sum of negative 5, then we will use these factors. Okay? When you factor out general trinomials, the result will always be a combination of two binomials. By the way, this form here of a trinomial is a is equal to 1. Okay? So this is how you solve general trinomials in the form where a is equal to 1. Okay, so this is the process. Now, let's go back. So, the factors should consist of two binomials. What are the factors of x squared? That is x and another x. And then use these factors na nakuha natin a while ago in our binomials. So, x minus 4 and x minus 1. are our factors of the given trinomial. To check if your factors are correct, all you need to do is to multiply the two binomials using the FOIL method. Okay? FOIL meaning first, outer, inner, and last terms. Okay? So here, if you are going to multiply first and the first term, x times x, that will give us x squared. So outer x times negative 1 is equal to negative x. For inner, so negative 4 times x is equal to negative 4x. So the last terms are negative 4 times negative 1 is equal to positive 4. This is not yet the final product. Why? Because you need to add the similar terms, which are cx or c negative x and c negative 4x. Okay? So you add similar terms, bring down x squared. What is negative x minus 4x? That is equal to negative 5x. Bring down positive 4 or plus 4. Now, is this the same trinomial in the given problem number 1? Yes, this is the same trinomial in the problem number 1. Then, x minus 4 times x minus 1 are the factors of the given trinomial. Let's proceed with example number 2. X squared plus 8x plus 15. Observe the numerical coefficient of a. So our numerical coefficient here is obviously 1. Okay? Meaning to say we will follow the same procedure that we did in problem number 1. So you find factors which are the product is equal to 15 and the sum is equal to 8. What are the factors of 15? So you can use 5 and 3. So 5 times 3 is 15. Now, if you are going to add 5 and 3, that is equal to 8. So obviously, these factors are correct. So we will use this one by identifying the factors or the binomials of the given polynomial. So now, what are the factors of x squared? X and x. Copy our factors na nahanap kanina, which is positive 5 and positive 3. Therefore, our factors are x plus 5 and x plus 3. So let's do checking. Using the FOIL method. So you multiply x times x is x squared. X times 3 is 3x. And then 5 times x is 5x. 5 times 3 is equal to 15. You add the similar terms. So that is, bring down x squared. 3x plus 3x is equal to 8x. Bring down 15. Is it the same trinomial in the given problem number 2? Obviously, it is. Then, our factors are correct. Let's proceed with problem number 3. Problem number 3 is 3x cubed minus 3x squared minus 18x. Now, I want you to review your lessons in factoring greatest common monomial factor. Identify your greatest common monomial factor in each of the term. So 18 can be factored as 6 times 3. So, ibig sabihin, common sa tatlo si 3. Also, common sa kanila si variable x. So, GCMF is equal to, common sa kanila is 3, and then x. Only one x. Because we cannot use x squared. Kasi kung x squared, hindi napasok si third term. Kasi isa lang ang x niya. Okay? Isa lang ang x niya. Because she is very loyal. Charot! Okay. Now, let us factor out 3x. And then, hahanapin natin yung naiwan na factors in the trinomial by dividing each term by the GCMF. So, 3x cubed divide 3x, that is cancel, and then x cubed divide x. So, we will follow the law of exponents. So, ang sabi ni law of exponents, if you are dividing the exponents, you are going to do subtraction of exponent. Okay? So, isubtract natin si 3 and si 1. Obviously, may 1 dyan. Okay? Pero in mathematics, kung walang nakalagay dyan na number, that is equal to 1. Okay? So, 3 minus 1 is 2. So, ano ang naiwan dito? That is x cubed. So, kung i-check natin, i-multiply natin 3x times x squared. That is 3x cubed. Okay? So, the opposite of division is multiplication. Okay? To check. Now, divide the second term by the GCMF. So, copy first the sign. And then, 3x squared divide 3x. That is x. In the third term, you divide 18x divide 3x. That is, 18 divide 3 is 6. X divide x is 1. 6 times 1 is still 6. So, we have factors 3x and x squared minus x minus 6. So, observe that this is a general trinomial, where a here, the numerical coefficient of x squared, is equal to 1. So, meaning to say, we will follow the process that we did in problem number 1 and problem number 2. Okay? So, we will find out a sum of negative 1 because the numerical coefficient here is 1 and a product of negative 6. Okay? Negative 6. So, maghahanap tayo ng numbers, dalawang numbers, na kapag i-multiply will result to negative 6. At the same time, kapag i-add will result to negative 1. So, let's use these factors, negative 2 and 3. If we are going to multiply negative 2 and 3, it will give us negative 6. If you are going to add negative 2 plus 3, is it equal to negative 1? Negative 2 plus 3 is positive 1, which is not equal to negative 1. So, i-disregard natin ito na factors. How about if we are going to interchange their signs? Let us use negative 3 and positive 2. So negative 3 times 2 still equal to negative 6. But if you are going to add negative 3 plus 2, so this one will give us negative 1. Then we will use these factors, negative 3 and 2. Okay? So what are the factors of x squared minus x minus 6? So that is, copy first our GCMF, and then the factors of this trinomial are two binomials. Okay? So what are the factors of x squared? X and x. And then use our factors negative 3 and positive 2. So negative 3 and positive 2. Then our factors are 3x times x minus 3 times x plus 2. Checking. So first you multiply the two binomials. So you copy first 3x, x times x squared, x times 2 is 2x, negative 3 times x is negative 3x, and negative 3 times 2 is negative 6. Now, combine like terms. So combine like terms, bring down x squared, 2x minus 3x. That is negative x. Bring down minus 6. And then now the final step is you multiply the GCMF to each of the term. So that would give us 3x cubed, because if you multiply the two variables with exponents, you add their exponents. So 1 plus 2 is 3. And then 3x times x, that is 3x squared. And then 3x times negative 6 is negative 18x. Is it the same given trinomial in problem number 3? Yes. Then our factors are correct. Now, let's proceed with example number 4. Example number 4, x squared plus xy minus 12y squared. So we'll use our procedure in the example 1, 2, and 3. So let's proceed. Let's find out a sum and a product of a two factors, which the product should be equal to negative 12 and the sum must be equal to, what is the numerical coefficient here? Positive 1, correct. Okay, let's use negative 3 and positive 4. Okay, because negative 3 times positive 4 is negative 12. If we are going to add the two, negative 3 plus 4, what is the sum? So, they are unlike signs, so you add or you subtract the lower number from the higher number. So 4 minus 3 is 1. Copy the sign of the higher number. So what is the higher number? Positive. These are our factors, negative 3 and positive 4. To find the factors of the given trinomial, Remember that the factors consist of two binomials. And get the factors of x squared, which is x and x. And then use our factors, -3 and 4. So that will give us x minus 3y, because we have a variable y here, so you copy the same variable. And x plus 4y. Here, our factor is 4, and then put a variable y. Let's see if these factors are correct by checking. So you multiply the two binomials using what method? FOIL method. So x times x is x squared. X times 4y is 4xy. -3y times x is -3xy. -3y times 4y is -12y. And then combine like terms. So you bring down x squared, combine 4xy minus 3xy is positive xy. And then bring down 12y squared. I'm so sorry. So dapat may square dyan. So bring down 12y squared. Is this the same trinomial in the problem number 4? Yes, this is the same. Then, our factors, x minus 3y and x plus 4y are correct. Example number 5 and the last example. 6x squared minus xy minus 40y squared. Observe our trinomial. What is the numerical coefficient of the first term? The numerical coefficient is 6. So meaning to say, we will use this form where a is not equal to 1. So iba na ang method na gagamitin natin. We will still use the trial and error method, but not in the same manner in our previous examples, in examples 1 to 4. Okay? So what are we going to do first? You find factors of 6x squared, which is our first term, and you also find factors of our last term, which is -40y squared. Okay? So what are the possible factors of 6x squared? So it could be 2x times 3x. Tama? How about -40y squared? There are many possible factors. Okay? So we can use -5y and +8y. Or the other way around. Ang negative is ang 8. So, -8y times +5y. So, either of the two. To check the factors are correct, observe the middle term. Okay? Which is -xy. How? So, let's try first combination. Okay? Try again. The trinomial has factors of two binomial. So, let us try 2x and 3x. And then let us use this combination. -5y and +8y. Okay, now what are we going to do? You multiply the outer and the inner. So you multiply 2x and 8y. That is 16xy. And then what is the inner? Negative 5y times 3x. That is negative 15xy. Second step, you add the two product. So if you are going to add the two product, that is negative 15xy plus 16xy will give us positive xy. Right? Now, is this the same term as in the middle term of the given trinomial? No. Okay? So, disregard. Hindi siya pwede. Okay? Ibig sabihin, it is not our factors. Number 2, let us use different combination of factors. So, let us use again 2x and 3x. So, this time, let us use these factors, which is negative 8y and positive 5y. Okay? So, let us check again. So, you multiply 2x and 5y. That is 10xy. Correct? Now, you multiply the inner part or the inner terms. Negative 8y times 3x. Negative 24xy. If you are going to add, what is the result? Negative 24xy plus 10xy. That is negative 14xy. Is this our middle term in the given trinomial? Again, no. Okay? So what are the factors of the trinomial? So let us use again another combination of factors. Okay? So again, the two factors must be binomials. Okay? So let us use 2x and 3x. And then, so let us use these factors but in a different position. Okay? So plus 5y and then minus 8y. So the goal here is to trial and error. So meaning to say, kung hindi siya pwede, then that's not your factors. Okay? So 2x times negative 8y, that is negative 16xy. And then 5y times 3x is 15xy. So what is the sum of the two products? So 15xy plus negative 16xy is negative xy. Now, let's see. Is this the same term in the middle term of the trinomials? Correct. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, the factors of 6x squared minus xy minus 40y squared is equal to this. 2x plus 5y and 3x minus 8y. Okay? So, to check again if our answer is correct, then you do the FOIL method. Okay? So, you multiply 2x plus 5y and 3x minus 8y. First terms, 2x times 3x. What is the answer? That is 6x squared. 2x times negative 8y. That is negative 16xy. 5y times 3x. So that is 15xy. 5y times negative 8y. That is negative 40y squared. Okay? Now, it is not yet our final product. You combine similar terms, which are these two terms. Okay? So, you bring down 6x squared. And then, what is negative 16xy plus 15xy? That is negative xy. And then, copy the last term, minus 40y squared. Is this the same trinomial in the given problem number 5? Then, your answer or your factors are correct. 2x plus 5y times the quantity 3x minus 8y. If you have some questions, comment below. Or if you have some suggestions, just let me know, okay?